Here is my entire boot collection. Gang, what's good with y'all, man? Today's video, I'm gonna be showing you my entire boot collection, which is kind of crazy the more I'm like looking at it in total, but we're gonna run straight through these and hopefully you guys will enjoy the video. But before we hop right into it, I did want to give a major announcement that the Nocturnal collection is out now on my website. So everything will be on there, from the hoodie, the beanie, the ring, the spike earring, and the heavy bat necklace is restocked. So if you need any of that, make sure you check it out after this video is over. But we're gonna hop straight into the first piece, which is one that I've been waiting on for a very, very long time, and I haven't really properly showed it to y'all on the channel. But we got the Balenciaga steroid boots, and these joints is so insane, bro. When I tell you I've been wearing them like with every other outfit, it's like they was well worth the price before I even got them, low key. But pulled the trigger on these. They're very, very insane and loud boot. One thing I will say is, if you are looking to get these, definitely size down completely, because the toe cap area is very, very big. So other than that, a very insane boot. The only one downside that I would have is that it's a little bit uncomfortable right here in like the upper foot area, just because it kind of closes down a little too far in my personal opinion. But I heard you can just like unlace them and they will feel a little bit looser. Maybe the more wears I get, it'll change. But other than that, we got to move on because I got so many boots to show y'all. Next up, we got the MM6 Maison Margiela biker boot, and these are absolutely insane. I just reviewed them in a previous video, so if you want a more in-depth look at these, that'll be where you can get it. But really quick, they do just have like a very contrasting calf suede on the toe cap, which instantly drew my attention, and I don't have any boots that have this kind of shape, so had to grab them. Next, we have the Acne Studios vulcanized lace-up boots, and whenever you see me double up on boots, you know that they are definitely something that I wear a lot. So this was the first colorway that I picked up, which is the black version. I think I got them on Essence on a sale at the time. I don't remember what price I paid for them, but it was definitely something that caught my eye, and I was like, bro, I gotta have those. So picked up the black pair, and then shortly after, I ended up getting these brown ones at another sale for Terminal 27. So they definitely well worth it. I wouldn't double up if it was a boot that I didn't enjoy that much. To give a quick size reference though, I did go a size down with the black pair just because it was the only size that they had. They do fit, but I want to say that the true size fits a lot better in my personal opinion. So if you're looking to buy these, they probably got to be aftermarket because they sold out, but now you got the size reference, you hear me? And I know I just talked about doubling up on boots. So this one right here I actually tripled up, but let me explain. All right, so these are the Crocs Crush boot, and I initially got the black colorway, right? But then Crocs seen one of my videos and was kind enough to go ahead and send over 2 more colorways. So I ended up getting this green colorway right here, which is dang near like a Bottega green, I guess you could call it, but crazy color. And then I got this more like olive type of green right here. So all of these I honestly wear a lot. Obviously I wear these more than the other ones, but I put these on more than I actually thought I would. So Crush boot. So around the same time of getting the newer colorways of the Crush boots, I also got these Crocs Echo boots, which are very, very crazy. I've been wearing them a lot more the colder it's been outside, just because they have like this super puffy fleece lining that just makes your feet feel very, very warm. But not gonna talk y'all's head about them too much, but I do wear these a lot as of recent because it's colder outside. Of course, we got another double up, but y'all know Rick is like one of my favorite brands ever. So these two right here are the Rick Owens Abstract Beetle boots, and of course I picked up the black colorway first, and they are just one of them things that like I wore them with every single outfit when I got them, and I was like, you know what, if I wear these so much, I gotta get a boot that's white, because I don't have white boots for real, and if I was to get a white boot, it needs to be one that I wear often. So got it in the white colorway. The textures are a little bit different. The white one's more like a leather, and then these are more like cotton. I don't even know what you would call this material, but yeah, man, had to pull the trigger on those dang near like back to back, I think. One of the most asked about boots in my collection, and I'm talking about when it's an Instagram post, when it's real life, these are the boots that everybody has their eye on, and they look at me like, bro, where did you get them boots? They look like some space joints. They look like you walking on the moon type stuff. So, and I'll be like, look, man, they the Square London Exterminator boots. So these are crazy. They were out around like, I want to say it was like 2021 is when I ended up getting these, and they were pre-order at the time, and I don't think that they have them anymore. You guys can double check, and if I can find a link, I'll put it down in the description, but these are by far one of the craziest, most asked about boots in my collection. I ain't gonna lie, my hands are starting to cramp up a little bit from holding all these heavy joints, but these right here are the Off-White Equipment boots. I got these maybe in like 2021 as well, but they kind of reminded me of like some Rick boots. I don't think I specifically had any Rick boots that were kind of like, I don't know, like the Bozos or the Tractors or something like that. So I ended up getting these for a pretty good price and pulled the trigger on them. So definitely a crazy boot. They kind of, like I said, kind of fit that Rick Owens dark type of aesthetic. So if that's what you're into and you want a boot that's just a little bit different from those, it's the one. Now that I'm looking at it, within that year, I kind of picked up a lot of boots, but around the same time, I picked up these Bottega Veneta puddle boots. If you guys remember, I don't really see too many people wearing them anymore, and I'm not gonna lie, I have so many boots that they don't get touched as often as they used to, but this is definitely still a very strong boot. Whenever it's like raining, this is one of them joints I kind of go to. If not like the Croc boots, they kind of got replaced with those a little bit, but I always still love the structure of this boot and the way that it's shaped. So definitely one I'm gonna probably start putting back on, I ain't gonna lie. Moving on, this was actually my first designer boot, I want to say. So I had to have gotten these in like 2019. Like I got these joints before I moved to LA, and they have been holding up phenomenally. Like I remember wearing these so much. It does have like a little bit of scratching at the front just because I was like wearing them all the time, bruh, and it was like real genuine leather. So I was like, you know what, these joints gonna hold up. I'm gonna just, you know what I'm saying, wear them every day. But they are the, I think it's just called like the Vibram Soul Chelsea boot. They might still have them. I know they have a version to where like the Vibram Soul kind of like pops off and you have a regular boot or like Chelsea boot type of bottom, but these ones are the ones that it's attached to and you cannot take it off. But definitely a fire boot, man. We're gonna move on to the next one, which is the OVO times Sui Coke. I think these are called like the M2AB or something like that. They borderline look like a pair of Uggs, so they're not, but I do enjoy wearing them in kind of like in replace of an Ugg, or even in replace of maybe like, I know a lot of people are wearing like the Timberland boots nowadays, so it kind of gives that same wheat type of look. But when somebody asks me what they are, I kind of feel a little exclusive because they like, yo, is them the Uggs? And I'll be like, nah, they the OVO joints, so y'all ain't got these. Moving on, we have a little bit more of a low-key brand. These right here are by Koi Footwear, and I think they're called the Borin platform boots, but very, very crazy punk rock type of metal boot, which has a bunch of crazy details, as you guys can see. I haven't put these on in a very long time. They're very, very loud, but they actually look really cool if you have a lot of like black punk aesthetic type of wardrobe pieces. So definitely a cool boot. They probably look like they're more expensive than they are, but if you guys check out Koi Footwear, they actually have some very good prices on there. Moving on, we have a hiking boot. So this is probably like the more useful out of the other boots, and I did actually put them to the test. I ended up going to Yosemite Park out here in California, which is like maybe like 3 to 4 hours outside of LA, but ended up like wearing these and like borderline hiking. And when I tell you there's no type of damage on this boot, these are real life like hiking boots. Like obviously they are, but you know how you sometimes buy stuff that says what they are and like you wear them in that terrain and they really not built like that? These is built like that, and they look cool, and people don't really have the brown colorway like that, so I picked them up. Next, we got some Yeezy joints, and honestly, this was my first Yeezy purchase probably ever, I think. But yeah, these are the season 6 boots. Really fire. I got them on a sale for maybe like, I want to say I only paid like $180 for these or something crazy. Like it was a crazy sale, and I went ahead and pulled the trigger. So got these. They definitely are my size, but they run extremely small, and I ended up like not really wearing them to their full potential. I think if they were one size up, I definitely would wear them more. I think it's because they're like slanted a little bit, so like my foot always like bangs the front of the shoe when I'm wearing them. But yeah, man, I like how they look at least, you know what I'm saying? Next up, we have these boots by Naked Wolf, which I actually ran to the ground, I ain't gonna lie, so you can see a lot of like wrinkles and cracks within the leather. But these used to be my instant go-to in beaters before I really got some good solid boots in my collection. So these held up really nice. I actually haven't been on Naked Wolf's website in a very long time, so I'm sure they got some new updated versions of something like this. Moving towards the end, we have my very first boot pickups, which I think is kind of like everybody's entry level when it comes to boots. But I got a pair of Doc Martens 1460s, and these ones specifically are a collaboration with Stussy. So they're not like regularly textured, they're kind of like this pebbled leather, I think is what the term of these are. And then they have like this crazy fur cheetah spotted tongue on it. So these are crazy, and they were my first boot. And I remember seeing the black ones come out, and I was like, you know what? Everybody got the normal ones, so when I pop out, I'm gonna have a Stussy joint. So got those, and I also just got the regular white version. These aren't a collab or anything like that, but kind of my same mentality with a lot of this stuff was like, oh, if I got the black ones and I wear the black ones, I'm gonna wear the white ones. So about the white ones, I didn't really wear them that much, but they're still here in case I need them, you feel me? And then last but not least, I put these at the end because I don't really think they count as boots. They have the same structure as a boot, they're just low top, and they are the FV11 Cartel Derbies. So I wanted to put these on the list. A lot of people ask about them, so you know what I'm saying, I figure I'll put them on there, and they look really fire. So that is the last boot. So appreciate y'all for watching the entire video all the way through. Like I said, all these links will be down in the description along with the Nocturnal collection. So make sure you guys check that out. I'll probably talk about the collection a little bit more in depth on a clothing video as opposed to a boot video, but I wanted to make sure that y'all knew it was out. So that's pretty much it, man. Appreciate y'all for watching. I'll be back to you with more. Peace.